Hello students, today we are going to do a poem from unit number 4 which goes by the name The Vet. This poem is a witty and humorous poem written by Guy Boas, who is known for his wit and for his humor. He has written about a veterinarian and the problems that he comes across as a veterinarian. I'm sure you all must be knowing that animals and birds cannot speak like human beings and hence cannot tell about their pains and their problems. In this poem, Guy Boas is trying to make light-hearted humor about the complex task of a veterinarian doctor or a veterinary surgeon. He makes a very serious topic very interesting and as amusing. Now, before we read the poem, let's see the questions from the warming up section. Here we go. Where do we find all types of wild animals in urban areas? I'm sure you all must be knowing that we find all types of animals in the zoo or in national park. Do you have a pet? This is of course a personal question, so either you will answer in yes or no. How do we help animals and birds? If you have a dog or a cat as a pet, you will know all these things. We can help animals and birds by giving them food or water or just letting them move around freely without causing any kind of disturbance to them. Now next question is, how do we realize that animals are not feeling well? When the animals or birds make unusual sounds, groan or howl, we can understand that they are not well. And sometimes they just don't move about or don't fly, or in the amount of activity that you usually do is lacking. They feel sleepy and they don't run around, and sometimes they throw up or spit out what they have gobbled up. These are some of the symptoms which usually tells us that they are sick. Next question is a very important question. Who gives medicine or treatment to sick animals and birds? A veterinarian or a vet gives medicines or treatment to sick animals or birds. So I am sure you must have understood that a veterinarian doctor or a veterinarian surgeon, who is in short or in abbreviated form known as the vet, is a doctor of animals and birds. Now here there is a table which is giving the name of specialists, and on the second column you can find the treatment, the part which they treat. Now let's see how we can answer that. A dentist, I'm sure you know a dentist deals with teeth, treat the problems of teeth. Cardiologist deals with the problems of heart. An ophthalmologist treats the problems of eyes. An orthopedic surgeon treats the problem of bones. Pediatric surgeon treats small kids. A neurologist treats brain as well as spine. And a veterinarian treats animals or birds. So I think this has at least given you an idea as to which are different specialist doctors and what do they treat. Having known this, let's now read and understand what has been brought out in the poem The Vet. So let's start reading the poem The Vet. To be a successful and competent vet needs knowledge exceedingly wide. For each of the patients he is likely to get possesses a different inside. So, in the very first stanza, the poet has said that anyone who wants to be a vet, a veterinarian doctor, needs to have extremely wide knowledge. Why? Common sense tells you that each patient that a doctor, the vet will get, will have a different type of inside, means his organs, his type and size of body will be different. Obviously, a cat is definitely going to be very, very different from a giraffe, or a dog is definitely going to be very, very different from an elephant. So, you see, why it is very, very important for a vet to have an exceedingly wide knowledge, because it's not like human beings. Or human beings, once you see one human being inside, whatever, here is a kidney, here is a liver, here is this, and here is that, and these are the kind of problems you can that is also not easy. I will not say that easily you can treat the patients, but here it is exceedingly difficult, because each animal or each bird that the vet is going to treat is different. So that makes the problem all the more difficult to handle. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now see, here we can see the rhyme scheme. A B as wet rhymes with get, and wide rhymes with inside. Okay, I hope you understood the first stanza. Now, after that, you will see that the poet gives a list of problems that each animal may come across, and hence the veterinarian has to treat what all problems has been brought out in the subsequent stanzas. He must know why the cat is refusing her milk, why the dog is not eating his bone, why the coat of the horse is not shining like silk, why the parrot does nothing but groan. So you see, these are the various problems that have been brought out. A cat loves milk. So what is wrong with the cat if she is refusing the milk? A dog likes to eat bones. What is the reason that he is refusing? A horse has got shining body. A coat of horse is always shining. If it is not shining, then what is the reason? And parrot likes, to talk, maybe to copy what others are saying. Here the parrot is not talking, but parrot is groaning, a sound of pain. So you see, each one is coming up with different problems. Not one problem is similar to other. Why the ducks and the chickens are failing to lay? Why so faint the canary bird sings? And if he is called to the zoo, he must say an incredible number of things. As I said, you can see the number of problems have been listed. Earlier we had seen the problems of cat and dog and a parrot. Now in this stanza, the problems of ducks and chickens, why they are not laying eggs. They are failing to lay means why they are not laying eggs, and why the canary sings so softly. And if the veterinarian is called to the zoo, then he has got a lot of patients to see, and naturally unbelievable, incredible number of things to say means unbelievable, because his patients only are a special lot. Not one patient is like the other. So naturally he has got incredible, unbelievable number of things to say. Now let's see what all things still A veterinarian is supposed to diagnose and treat. We have seen already about dog and cat and a parrot and ducks and chickens and canary bird and so on and so forth. Now, what all things a veterinarian comes across? Let's find out. If the lion has caught a cold, if the zebra is getting old, if the centipede has trouble with his feet, if the hippo's feeling ill, if the bison has got a chill, if the Arctic fox is suffering from heat. So these are all the things that a veterinarian is supposed to diagnose. What he is supposed to diagnose? If the lion has caught a cold or the zebra is getting old, means he is suffering from old age problems. The centipede, which has got, centipede is a creature which has got many legs. So he also has to see if he has got trouble with his feet. And the hippo is a short for hippopotamus. He also has to find out with if hippopotamus is feeling ill. Or bison is an American buffalo. Bison is feeling chilled, cold, or the Arctic fox is suffering from the heat. In the case of all these problems, who is called a vet? Okay, now let's see further. If some virulent disease has attacked the chimpanzees, if the tortoise hasn't stirred for several years, if the bear is too full of buns, if the cobra eats her sons, if the panther has a wife who chews his ears. So again, the same thing, a list of problems that a vet is supposed to consider, diagnose and treat. So, in the next stanza, we see that if some deadly disease, caused by some virus has attacked the chimpanzees, or it may be the vet may also be called for the reason to check why the tortoise hasn't moved for years, or if the bear has had too many buns and the cobra has eaten her babies, or the female panther chews the ears of her mate, then also who is called? A vet is called. So you see, all variety of problems. It is not one thing caused by this. It may be the change in the behavior, it may be somebody is sleeping, it may be somebody is overeating, it can be anything. So many problems have been listed. Does it make you laugh? Some of the things might make you laugh if you read with care. And the last two lines that we are going to do today are, if the giraffes have had a tiff and their necks are feeling stiff. Tiff means a quarrel. Tiff is a quarrel. And so a vet may also be called if the giraffes have had a problem, a quarrel, and now they have got stiff necks. Then also who is going to be called? A veterinarian is going to be called. So I am sure, I hope it does not put off if any one of you is planning on becoming a veterinarian, an animal doctor. It's really good, somebody who has got a lot of compassion, lot of feelings for animals and birds, then this is a very important and a very good profession to be in. Okay. Now we'll continue with the poem in the next session, and that will be all for today. Thank you.